Alright, welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are here at an open house at Meguiars. So Tony and I have done a few things with Meguiars recently. Tony's especially, he's going to be in one of their commercials coming up. But they invited us out to an open house to basically show us what their new 2025 products are, demo them, let us ask questions, and all of that, and fed us lunch as well. So let's go around. Everyone's still inside, but I wanted to just take a look at the few cars that are out here. Not too many people here, but probably 10 or 15 cars or so. So I don't know everyone's names, but this is RJ's Vantage, RJ De Vera. I haven't really gotten to film this before, I don't think. It's been a while since I've seen him. And it's been a while since I've been out to a Cars and Coffee as well. These wheels are one of a kind. F1 edition. Beautiful car. Carbon roof. Here is an RS5. I don't really know what's going on with the Zero cars or any non-JDM car basically, so apologies for not pointing out anything. But these cars all look very nice. And then a nice Viper here. I probably said this before, but I just love the typical old school sports car look with a long hood and a cabin that's set back on the chassis. S2000 kind of had that. A lot of old sports cars have this look, and it's just a good proportion to have on a sports car. Love the kick up of the rear trunk, like a little ducktail. The nice round greenhouse, and the exhaust that comes out the side, and this monstrous hood. Yeah, always cool to see Vipers. Don't see them too often, but really good looking cars. Of course, here's a BMW. There's John Sabal and his RWB over there. There's Tony taking pictures. Got an M4 coupe here. This one was also in a couple of commercials as well. Heads-up display. Taxable. Here's me and Tony, of course. I don't think anything has changed on either of our cars for a while. Let's check out Tony's car. and a ZDX here. Of course, it's all stock, most likely just some graphics on it. And I believe his name is Reese. I just met him today in his MR2. Manual. Looks like it's probably an NA MR2. And BMW. Cool seats. Looks to be in pretty decent condition. I have no clue about these cars either. And what is this? This is a Camaro. All crazy show car style. All the way down to the tire stickers, tire adhesive things, those tire letters I mean. Sitting on the ground. Hard to see in there. Very, very customized. Looks like everything is custom. The steering wheel even is not a full round steering wheel. It's like everything is touch. So pretty cool. You know, not necessarily my taste, but I appreciate the time and money that people put into their cars. Here's the Instagram if you want to follow. Colorado. And here's our buddy Albert's 911. I don't think I've filmed his car for a long time either. And get your dirty wheels, Albert. Try to hide over here. It used to be shady over here. Shaded. Out of the sun. But now we're in the sun. You can see all your dirty wheels. Shameful. You can see there. You see that, you guys? That's a secret Honda Pride guy. Mugen sweatshirt from King Motorsports. And there he is right there, Mr. Albert. And a Corolla. I don't know what year Corolla this is. Sometime in the 70s or 80s probably. Probably 80s. Early 80s. No, maybe 70s. I don't know. Looks like it's before the AE 86, which is like 85, 86 era, right? So, who knows? Not me. Here's John Sabal's RWB. RWB's gotten some flack in recent times, just as more videos come out of Nakai-san building them, but I still think they're decently cool cars, you know? They're very unique, of course, and if you had them build yours, you know, definitely means something, and it definitely made its mark in automotive history and automotive culture. Good or bad is up to you guys, but I think it's cool.
This one. Oh, he's got Rob's fire extinguisher in the back. He got the Helmet's fire extinguisher in the back.
Another 911 over here on mag blue TEs with blue brakes. Blue theme obviously going on here. It looks very nice. I've never seen this one before. RS steering wheel. Is this the RS? I have no clue. Probably. Nice. Very nice.
That is my car. Yeah, I bought that 8 months ago.
Alright, so here we have two Cobras. I'm guessing they're kit cars, but not sure. No clue on that either. So we'll just take a look and appreciate it for what it is. It looks really nice. The only reason I guess it's a kit car is because the real ones are probably worth a ton of money and typically people don't drive them. But again, I have no clue. So, looks good.
You want me to shut the hood?
You're good, either way.
That was the one in
We need to get that out. Once you get your car rolled out,
I got I want to see if my junior rig would work. For one, but I got to do car code. Should be more. More power. Yeah.
Nice.
you never stop working on it. Always changing shit, doing shit.
Here's another one.
So much easier. New stuff, building new stuff.
You literally make changes without shooting. Yeah, it worked. That didn't work. Go back.
Very cool. So here's a look with the hood closed. And I missed this one because it was out on a drive, but this is a Hyundai N. So these cars are pretty cool. I really like the retro design that these have. And of course the N is a performance model and it looks a lot more aggressive with the, you know, body kit and more aggressive from bumper and things like that. This one obviously has aftermarket wheels as well. Pretty cool. Interesting, these like crossover type cars where it's like, it looks so big next to NSX, you know? There are like a little mini SUV basically but when you see them on images online or stuff like that, they look like a little small hatchback, but it's actually pretty decent size. Carbon steering wheel, very cool.
Porsche one.